Welcome to GTC's Teaching Tidbits Blackboard Ultra. In this series, each episode we focus on techniques, tips, practices, ideas to expand your knowledge of and your comfort with using Blackboard Ultra. I am joined by April Akins from the Curriculum and Instructional Support Center, CISC for short. Welcome, April.
Thank you, Rachel.
As always, it's nice to have you here. This has kind of become our monthly routine, if you will. It's always on the calendar. And of course, one of the reasons we do this series is because Blackboard Ultra is updating monthly. And with a new month just around the corner, it's hard to believe it's almost here. There are updates coming, and so April is here with a look at the November 2025 updates. April, I am going to turn it over to you to share your teaching tidbits with us today.
All right, so the top 3 November, it's hard to say, November updates already. And what I'm going to do is just kind of briefly walk through them, and then I'm actually going to demo them because I think it helps you get a better understanding of what these updates are. So the first one is, and this is something that several people have been looking for and asking for, bulk change to test question points. So you already have a test built, but you need to adjust the points, and you don't want to individually do it. You can bulk change those points now, and I'll walk you through how that can happen very easily with the new setup. The other thing is automatically sending messages to students based on course level rules. So these are some automations where you can send a congratulatory message or a supportive message to your students based on how they're doing in the course. So it's going to look for that rule and it's going to push the message out for you. And then lastly, those that have administrative abilities within Blackboard, course administrators, you can now quick enroll yourself into a course like you could in Original, and then unenroll yourself if you need to jump in and help an instructor out and then jump back out of that course. You're able to do that quickly without having to go to the admin panel and set it up that way. So let me demo each of these updates for us. So I am in the test server because this will go live in November, the first week of November. So let me kind of show you a few things. First off, you will see that quick enrollment is right here under your details and actions. So I'm currently enrolled as an instructor within this course. So I could easily unenroll myself here. I just want to confirm that that's what you'd like to do. And then you can just re-enroll yourself if you need to. So I'm not going to touch it right now since I'm working in the course at the moment. The other thing I want to, let's go here first. So I have my test, an AI and accessibility test that I built previously. Let's give it a minute to pull it up. And as I'm looking through it right now, it only lists 26 points because I have 26 questions, but I want to change those points. So what I can do is up here at the top, you've got your 3 dots. This is where you can print the test if you want to, and then you can bulk edit points. So once you click on that, you can select all and change them all at one time. Let's say I want to make them all 5 points. I can make that change and then select update, but I can also, let me unselect that real quick. I can filter to, let's say I want to make my multiple choice questions all worth 5 points. So I can filter to my multiple choice and then hit select all and just change those to the 5 points. Then I'm going to hit update, and that's going to update the test. It's telling me it successfully made those changes. So now I'm at 58 points. So as I do this, I can keep making changes if I want to adjust it to the different types of questions. Some, like I think I've got some essay questions on this test. Let's say I want to make those worth 15 points. I can do the same thing for those 4 questions and hit update. And give it a minute to show you that it's successfully updated. And if you need to undo it, you accidentally hit it by accident, you can hit that update button also. So that's a quick way that you can now adjust the points within a test, especially if you've added some more questions after you built the test and now you need to adjust the points. You don't have to manually do that. So that's a quick, easy way to make those changes. The other tool I want to show you that's coming out is automations. If I click view automations, right now I don't have any set up, so I want to create a new one. And then I have a choice. So I want to send a congratulatory message, meaning when a student achieves a certain score, like a high score, or do I want to send a supportive message when a student does not achieve a certain level? So let's look at the congratulatory and configure that one first. So it's kind of one of those, if this, then that's going to happen, is what this layout looks like. So for the following items, I just want to pick a specific test or assignment. I can select it and then limit by attained grade. So attained grade is greater than, let's say 90%. And then I hit next. And then here's what the course message is going to look like. This is pre-populated. But what you can do is you can make changes to that. So if I don't want to keep all of this content, just go in and delete some of it. And then I hit done. Give it a minute. And then hit save. And now when my students actually complete that test, if they receive a grade that's higher than 90 and it's a posted grade, then they will get that actual automation. And then if I hit a new, I can create a second one. So say I do want a supportive one as well for students that are not doing as well with it. So let's say if they're under 60%, hit next. Same thing, I can look at what's here. I can adjust it how I want to, hit done, and then save. And I know this is the first part of the automations rollout, but in coming months, you'll be able to get a log just like you do when you look at announcements and be able to see that the students have read the message that you sent or not, to kind of give you an idea of what's going on with the automations, how students are interacting with it. But those are here, and you can go back in and edit if you need to, or duplicate it as well. If for some reason you just want to duplicate the message and then make some adjustments to it, you can do that here. So now I've got it inactive. I want to go in and edit. And maybe I just want to change some of the language. I can do that here. And then just go back in and save that one as well. And then you can, I didn't do it, but you can change the name of the messages as well, just like you can with anything else in Blackboard. When you edit it up here at the top, you could, let's see. That way you know which message it's going out for. So those are the 3 quick updates that are happening. 2 that I think are really easy to start applying and will help out with some of the work that instructors have when it comes to working in Blackboard. And then those that do the admin privileges and need to go in and assist an instructor with something, they're able to quickly enroll or unenroll themselves from the course.
Wow, April, these are 3 really great updates. I imagine that faculty are just going to be thrilled, especially about that bulk edit test points. That capability to edit all of those types of questions at once is going to save so much time because instead of having to individually click in to edit each question, save it, that and I'm excited about the automated messages too, just that capability to we talk about in teaching with Blackboard, creating instructor immediacy, being able to craft a congratulatory message or, a message of, hey, this didn't go as well as you wanted it to. What are the next steps to continue to create that bit of acknowledgement and connection with the student and hopefully encourage them to be reaching out or give them that boost to keep going. So those are very exciting updates, and to know that kind of that ability to look at the automated messages, kind of just like the announcements that's coming too. That'll be an additional bonus too. Ooh, wow, they're doing some really, those feel like really practical, helpful, like time savers as well right now in the busyness that is our semester. So wonderful updates. I imagine that the faculty, as you're watching this, you're getting excited about being able to implement those new tools that are coming. Remember, that's for November. So this episode will be posted before November, but know that you'll be able to jump in and do that in just a couple of weeks. Just a couple of weeks, those will go live. So thank you, April, for sharing your teaching tidbit with us today, or I should say tidbits, because those are just gold for us in our teaching there. If you would like to continue the conversation with April or any member of CISC, please feel free to reach out. I have April and Rebecca's emails here on the screen for you because they are kind of our two like heads of Blackboard, our go-tos there. So you could reach out to april.akins@gvltec.edu or Rebecca Roth at gvltec.edu there. Also, as always, we want to encourage you to submit a support ticket to CISC. That's one of the best ways to get connected with just the right person to answer your question or discuss through your challenge. So you can find the link to that support ticket in the notes and description below the episode here. And as always, they do such a great job with their support site that is housed in the library guides. And we've put the link to that as well below in the description and the notes. So definitely take a look at that because they are always working on updating, adding new information, different guides, resources, and things for you to continue to assist you as you teach, especially when it comes to the world of technology and the way that is evolving and expanding and even just making things better for us and sometimes more challenging for us when it comes to meeting the needs of our students and teaching them well. So be sure to check that out. Remember the support ticket. That is one of the best ways to get connected quickly with just the right person. That is our teaching tidbit or tidbits for this episode, and we will see you next time.